Hi, I'm Ed.
I'm Ashley,
We're in Indiana,
and we're here at the Indiana Women in Computing Conference.
and you're watching Ed and Ashley's 5-Minute Show. I am here with Gloria Townsend, who is a professor at Depauw University, and Gloria is one of my personal mentors and definitely the woman that got me involved in computer science in school. And she is also one of the main organizers of the Indiana Women in Computing Conference. So there's been quite a bit of talk about these smaller conferences. I know there is one kind of in the Minneapolis area, and I think I heard some rumors about Kentucky. And so they're cropping up all over the place. And why are they so important? What's the benefit to these smaller regional conferences?
Well, in 2004, I started the first regional celebration of women in computing. And the idea grew out of my own isolation in the 90s. I was one of 6 women in computing in the entire southern half of the state. And those days were not good days. And I wanted to change computing for women. And I thought that gathering small pockets of isolated women into a larger venue would help to solve the problem of isolation. So we developed, and I had a lot of help from other people, developed InWic, Indiana's Celebration of Women in Computing for Indiana, and have subsequently sponsored InWic 2006, InWic 2008, and now InWic 2010. And we know that these regional celebrations help women to network more easily. And paradox is that many of us need to network in our own neighborhoods. We think that women will continue the relationships that they began at these conferences more likely if they're within driving distance of each other. We know that participation is highly valued at these conferences. At this conference and the last conference, over half of the women had poster presentations or lightning talks, short professional talks. And that experience transfers to the resume, and it breeds confidence too. So those are a couple of the reasons.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Another thing that you do is a Women in Computer Science student organization. And I know that through that organization you really help encourage, and I mean, I know this personally because I was one of the women you helped to encourage in that organization. But what are some of the strategies that you use in your classroom and through this organization to really help encourage women to pursue technology? Like what are I mean, if you could boil it down into, some short snippets.
Well, I'm glad you asked about the student organization too, because it goes hand in hand with the regional conference. The conferences occur only every other year, so we need some mechanism to keep the momentum going. The women's organizations then sustain that energy that's built in the conferences. What we do locally, what we did for you, was encourage in the introductory course, encourage the women one way, and researchers actually back this up, that complimenting women, and I write on women's exams if they...
That's how I became a major.
Yes. If they did really well, an A or B on the exam, I write a complimentary message that suggests that computer science would be a really good major. And over the years, I've had woman after woman come back and tell me, I had no clue I was a good student. And Ed, how many men have come back and asked me, said to me, I didn't know I was a good student. How many?
Very, very few.
So encouragement is really, really important. Providing tutoring is important. Guest speakers coming into the classroom who can portray careers in an honest sort of way. Women don't know the breadth of career opportunities in computer
Right.
science.
Awesome. Well, Gloria, thank you so much
You're sure
for
welcome.
spending
I'm
time
so
with us.
proud of you.
Oh.
I love you.
Love you too. And thank you for watching this episode of Ed and Ashley's 5-Minute Show.